Holy smokes. What a good few days it has been. It is your friend CryptoFace, and we need to talk. This is going to be, without a doubt, the most important video on crypto, on Bitcoin, on how we are going to trade or not trade, whether we're going to be offensive, defensive. This is the most important video of our lives that we've ever done. We are living in the now, and we are living in the immediate short-term future. Bitcoin, for the first time in a long time, has gone up 40% in the last week and a half, 2 weeks, hell, even 7 days, 2 weeks. It's gone up 40%. New all-time highs, 90-something thousand. What are we going to do? And how are you trading this right now? There's a lot of people that have probably missed out on the action. There's a lot of people who've gotten hurt by the action. There's a lot of people who are doing great and who have made money off of this. And then there's also a lot of people who make the money and give it right back. It is why emotions are so high right now. Everyone is high revving and everything is leveraged up. 10x better, 10x worse, 10x boring, 10x sadness, 10x happiness. It's the holiday season. 'Tis the season. It's the time of joy, and it's also the time of most sorrow. And that's exactly what we're seeing with the crypto markets in Bitcoin. So we got a lot to talk about. I want to give you guys one banging trade strategy. This is a strategy I've been using for the past 3-4 trades. It's very simple. It works on all time frames. I've been trading the low time frames, but I want to give you that strategy, and we need to talk about strategy. First off, we're going to start with the daily on Bitcoin. So we do have momentum potentially clipping right here. In fact, it did confirm clip. This is a thick momentum wave. There is still room here. There's still room here. Money flow is still moving to the upside. The RSIs are still strong. A strong RSI doesn't mean it's going to instant reverse. It means that it's strong, right? Just like these RSIs. When the RSIs came up high, it didn't reverse and start a bear trend. Sure, it pulled back a little bit, but no, strength has remained high and it's still high. And so this thing can absolutely keep going. It's gone up 40% in 2 weeks. Looking at this daily, absolutely. The last couple times that we have momentum clip, and this is the daily. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4 days where the price either kind of cools off and consolidates or comes down a little bit. So where we are at right now, we're going to take a look into this and see, are we going to cool off for a couple days, maybe come down to a spider line, less or more? Time's going to tell. So here's what we're going to do. No better time than to be a disciplined, in fact, this is the most important time to be a disciplined, smart trader. Whether you're just had a good trade, a winning trade, you don't want to give it all back. You don't want to FOMO, and if you do FOMO in, better make sure you're taking profits. Greed is at an all-time high, and that's with all of us, myself included. There is no better time to attempt to pass a breakout funded trader challenge where you have set marks of where if you lose X percent, you're cut off. No better time to reduce your risk. For $800, you're able to get $100,000 in funding. For $50, you're able to get $5,000 in funding. No better time to trade with some guardrails that aren't set and aren't victim to your own greed, where you can just, I'm going to wait a little longer, Also, if you're killing it, we're a couple days late, but the BloFin team tournament has started again. I'm going to put the link at the top in the description. I just told the guys in the Discord like today or yesterday, so right now we're in 37th place. This is a non-KYC exchange. It's easy to sign up, easy to trade. They have decent liquidity. BloFin tournament, it lasts for like another 7-8 days. Bitcoin. On the daily, what it's looking like right now, again, momentum is high, RSIs are high. Maybe we have a couple days rest, maybe not. Let's kind of enhance and see what's going on here. VWAPs are coming down. Momentum's still high, but VWAPs are coming down. So we're probably looking for these VWAPs to start curving back up. Money flow potentially curving down the 4 hour. On the 2 hour, now we're starting to see money flow starting to curve down. Let's assumptive draw this money flow and say, okay, maybe it comes down like this. So how much time would this be? I'm going to guess it's going to be a couple days. Look at that, 3 days. If it continues like this, then we're probably looking at, 3-4 days, which adds up to our projection, our assumption, and our assumptions and projections are subject to change. We are not married to it. We're not saying this is going to happen, I'm going to ride or die with this. Is just our assumption. If it clips like these last 3 as it's clipped and we've gone up a lot, it's not going to be a surprise if it has to at least consolidate for 3-4 days or more or less. We'll see. But right now it looks like 3 to 4 days. We're going to find out. Okay. After these pumps, everyone who missed it wants to FOMO. Everyone who's made money off of it wants more. I know I do. I am greedy as heck right now. I am emotional right now. I couldn't even stream. Because y'all are emotional too. Gosh, opening up that stream, opening up that chat, it was like Pandora's can of octopus, vampire, worms coming out of the wall, run away. But it's all in good fun. So what is the strategy that I've been using on my last 3-4 trades? In fact, I banged this one out just earlier today, made a little under, it was like 157,000, it's up 200,000, maybe 157. It is called the stop loss entry. The stop loss entry, and it's a very simple idea, and it makes total sense. The idea is when there is some type of structure, okay? This is around where I started eyeing the trade. So we see price came down, did all this, and price came down, boom, came up, boom, and made a quote-unquote what could have been a double bottom, right? If we were live streaming, all the people in the chat would go, double bottom, long it, double bottom, right? And so your average trader would be like, okay, I'm going to set an entry right along here, right? And I'm going to put my stop loss probably somewhere down here or less. For me, as far as leverage trading, we flop and grope, man. Small losses. We want our losses to be small, so we'll flop and grope in and out of a position a couple times in order to get a good one and to protect ourselves from a huge loss. Knowing that, and again, pretending that this all doesn't exist right now. It looks like a double bottom, and we're going to want to set our entry where everyone's stop losses are going to be, which is down here. And so what did I do? I set my entry down here. In fact, I didn't set an entry. I was watching it real time. I got in on this real time. I didn't set a limit entry. I got on this real time when I saw this candle come down. And we're still, you're still looking at everything else too. You're not doing it blind. What I will say is that it's choppy. These lower time frames can be choppy. You know what I'm saying? I was peeking in, money flow was coming up, right? So if I entered right here, money flow is kind of curving up. RSIs were green. Gave it a shot. This is where everyone else sets their entries. This is where everyone starts setting their stop losses. So we are going to enter the trade where others have stops. And if you've looked at a heat map, you know that price only moves 99% of the time. The price only moves to where there are stops and where there are liquidations. It's a matter of fact. That's just the way it is, and that's how volatility is created. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So we want to be Chinese. This is the Chinese Shanghai stop loss entry. I've done it 3 or 4 times. It works on all time frames. The Chinese Shanghai stop loss entry. Everything's going up, and just be careful. It's really just about, don't give it. If you make money, don't give it all back. Let the trades come to you. Taking a look at the spider lines. Go to the daily. So we are floating in between 80,000 and 95,000. We came right up to that spider line, man. I was thinking about short. There was no way I was going to enter a short here, but if we get up to that 95, you're talking about a big gap cleared. There is something there. Again, right now the VWAPs are coming down. The 2 hour, super important. What's the hourly look like? Hourly money flow is now coming down and starting to touch the zero line, and it's come closer to the zero line than it has before without having a bump. without having a move to the upside. Right now, I'm on the sidelines. I am currently not in a trade. We know that can change at a moment's notice, but I am eyeing this money flow. Going to be keeping my eye on the 2 hour to see if this money flow continues curve down and we draw out an assumptive projection of what kind of time that's going to be. 3 or 4 days. 3 or 4 days. Matches with the daily consolidation of the momentum. Go from there. Take it day by day, hour by hour. Oil prices still come down. And listen, I'm happy for the Ripple people. I'm happy. Everything's gone up. Everything's gone up. Pepe, I believe, is at all-time. Pepe is at all-time high. I knew she had it in her. I haven't decided on the Black Friday special, but I'm thinking, you know what, 60%. And everyone's doing their Black Friday specials early. Black Friday specials have already started, and I think that's what we're going to do too. We have a 60% off code. Let's do code gobble gobble, and I might just run it through the rest of November, man. I don't know. I'm crazy. We just need to be careful. I need to be careful. The greed, the emotions are at an all-time high. Bitcoin can seem indestructible. It can seem like nothing can stop, and it's just going to go up forever. And then it can ruin you. Just on a pullback, it can ruin you. Let's play off of the indications. And it's not about getting the move exactly right. Right now, more than ever, it is quite difficult to get the perfect entry and even more difficult to get the perfect exit. What matters is you're taking what you can of what the market gives you. And the market might bring us an elephant, but we can't eat the whole elephant. We can only take the bites that we can fit in our mouths and in our tummies. So take profits. Every single profit I've made, I have withdrawn and set my account back to my starting balance. Every single trade. If I make 200,000, I'm taking 200,000 off, setting it back. If I make 400,000, taking 400,000 off, setting it back. That's me. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but that's what I'm doing. Get after the BloFin tournament. It's going for another good few days. We got like another week. We won the last tournament. Let's win this one. The prizes, I think, are even better this time, and we'll go ahead and do another CryptoFace Rolex watch for one of our like top 10 guys or something like that. Trade smart, and if you can't do it by yourself, do it with Breakout, where there is no give. You can't change your mind on how bad you can screw up. Happy holidays. I'll see y'all soon.